He stood in a Detroit courtroom yesterday and finally spoke the words. Jarvis Butts pleaded guilty to killing Ziyah Harris. Not I didn't do it. Not you can't prove it. Not the silence he has hidden behind for 2 long years. He stood there, 35 years old, and admitted what we all already knew. He took that 13-year-old girl's life and dumped her body in the Rouge River like she was nothing more than trash. Let that settle for a moment. Ziyah went to a sleepover at her best friend's house in January 2024. Her best friend's father. That man, she trusted him because children are wired to trust the adults in their lives. She climbed into his car and simply never came home. Now, 25 months later, he agrees to tell us where he left her, but only because prosecutors offered him a deal. This is what justice looks like in America in 2026. A man gets 35 to 60 years for murder and sexual assault involving multiple children, and we're supposed to feel relieved. And we do feel relieved. That is a tragedy. We feel relief because he finally confessed. Relief because Ziyah's family might finally bring her home. Relief because 4 other young victims will not have to testify and relive their trauma in front of a jury. Her cousin Roxy said the relief will not be complete until they have her back. She is right. How do you hold a funeral for a girl whose body a monster refused to surrender? But here's the question we should be asking. Why did it take a plea deal to make him talk? Why did the location of a murdered child become a bargaining chip in our legal system? He did not give up her body because his conscience finally woke up. He gave it up because it bought him a shorter sentence. He traded Ziyah's grave for years off his time behind bars. That is not accountability. That is negotiation. Yes, 35 years is substantial. Yes, he will likely die in prison. Yes, the families avoided the gut punch of a trial that could have stretched for weeks. But at what cost? We have created a system where admitting you killed a child is a strategic move, not a moral reckoning. We have made cooperation more valuable than confession. We have taught predators that silence is leverage. Ziyah was 7,000 days old when he ended her life. 7,000 days of birthday candles and scraped knees and math homework and whispered secrets with friends. 7,000 days erased because one man decided her body belonged to him, and now we know exactly where he put her. Somewhere near Mile and Berg, deep in the Detroit River, where the current has been moving for 2 years without her. Maybe this is the best we could get. Maybe some families never get even this much. Maybe we should count our small blessings and move on. But as Ziyah's mother waits for the call that will finally tell her where to lay flowers, I hope we remember that this was not justice arriving on time. This was justice arriving on a leash, led by plea bargains and prosecutorial math. Her name is Ziyah Harris. She was 4 feet 11 inches tall. She loved dancing. She never got to finish 8th grade. And yesterday, the man who killed her finally told the truth. Not because he wanted to, but because the truth was the only currency he had left to spend. What does it say about us that we are grateful for that trade?